Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. I am not one of those Wall Street guys. I am a retail trader just like you guys, and I do not do predictions. I don't call tops, I don't call bottoms. I just identify important pivot levels to watch. I give you guys the bull case scenario and the bear case scenario where actionable trading plan. Okay, actionable trading plan. I tell you guys, election day did not disappoint. Whether it was Kamala Harris going to win or Donald Trump going to win, I was hoping for a move. We definitely got a move. Trump won. The market as of right now seems to like that he won, and it gapped up, gave us the bullish island reversal. I mentioned to you guys, where did we see this before? We saw it on Tesla with the bullish island reversal. The previous all-time high was around 586. I mentioned to everybody in my last video, you want to stay bullish above 586. And what happened? We saw that around that 586 level, the previous all-time high, the previous sell zone, right here, the previous sell zone became the new buy zone. Okay, now you got to ask yourself unbiasedly, is that bullish price action or is that bearish price action? When a sell zone turn into a buy zone, is that bullish or is that bearish? You have to be honest here. Okay, so that is bullish. Staying above 586, bullish above 586 definitely worked out in our favor if you follow the price action. Going to a high, almost hitting 592. I have a fib level of 592.6. Important level there. We're just above it as of right now. Before I even get to the next plan, I really love this bullish island reversal here. Okay, I try to make my videos educational as well. But look at here, guys. What is a bullish island reversal? A bullish island reversal appears after a downtrend. So you look at the SPY. Was there a downtrend? We had, like, once we hit that previous all-time high in mid-October, we did started putting a lower low and a lower high. So there's our consolidation. There's our little downtrend. Marked by a downward gap that leads to consolidation. Okay, it appears after a downtrend and it's marked by a downward gap that leads to consolidation. Okay, and we got the gap right there. We got the gap right there. Consolidation right there. And then we got another gap up after election day as the catalyst, and that led to more upside. Okay, and here is an image of an example island reversal candle. There's a bullish one and then there's a bearish one, and it's so amazing to see it play out on the real charts. From here, guys, I have that next critical fib level at 592.6. We are just above it. As long as above it, we use if statements, if and then statements. Why do we use if and then statements when we trade? Because we want to trade based on logic. We want to trade based on a plan. And it is how we follow the price action. If you was to program a robot, like let's say you're Elon Musk or something, and you're programming a robot, you would use if and then statements because you got to give it logic. So we want to trade with logic. And if we are above 592.6, okay, just like if we were above 586, I mentioned to stay bullish. If we're above 592.6, I would continue to stay bullish. I mean, we look at that upper Bollinger Band, we're pretty overextended, but you know how my approach is. Price action trumps everything. Get it? Trumps everything.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
Anyways, price action over any other indicator. Okay, whether it's the RSI, Bollinger Bands, whatever the case may be. Okay, we can use the Bollinger Bands as, support resistant level as well. But as of right now, above 592.6 is bullish and more upside is possible. I have the next critical fib level all the way up at 599, and I'm sure a lot of people are eyeballing that 600 level. Okay, it's an even number, it's an even number. But it's only possible to go hit those levels because we're in uncharted territory if we can stay above 592.6. So if we see 592.6 clear and it behave like a buy zone, or we get a false breakdown setup intraday or something like that, either way, if it turns into a buy zone and we're above it, stay bullish, okay? As of right now, support is at 591. Okay, in my Discord, you guys remember I did reference that 591 level multiple times in the intraday analysis. So 591 is important. And also, it's not only is it one of my levels, but if you go to the dog pool levels, you guys asked for dog pool levels. 591, we had $1 billion in premium and over 700 million, over 500 mil around that 591 level. So the big money players are also looking at the 591 level. They're also looking at 576.5. They must have been where the gap up happened. So yeah, a bunch of big money players must have bought in around 576.5, which helped with the gap up. The next big critical level, pivot level, I mean, that they've been watching is using is 591. That's where they've been getting a lot of activity. So for today, guys, if we can break down 591, that would put 589, 587.5 in the critical fib level at 586 in play. Now, 586 is also very important because it was a previous all-time high, turned into a buy zone yesterday. So if we can break it down, that's definitely would be a sign of bearishness. I give you guys the bull case and the bear case. This is unbiased price action analysis. I give you guys my pivot level. We break those down. You want to look to long. Remember how I used the 15-minute chart? Okay. My next video, I'll talk more about the 15-minute chart, how I use it, but I usually talk about the 15-minute chart. Okay. We break it down. Want to look to short. We break it out. You want to look to long. False breakout, false breakdown are also tradable setups. Okay. If you like trading with the traps, if you're one of those people that like to trade with the traps, you know, you like to counter trend trade, false breakouts and false breakdowns will be your best friend. Okay. Otherwise, stay with the trend. Stay with the trend. Triple Q also with the bullish island reversal. Holy moly, we are at new all-time highs, guys. All right. I mentioned everybody, guys. Bullish island reversal. If we get above 500, clear 502 and 503.2, we are bullish. We cleared those, guys. This is great. It was amazing trade. Amazing trade. Anyways, as of right now, 503.5 is the critical support. All right. It is the critical support. As long as above it, I recommend to stay bullish and we could work our way up to new all-time highs. Right now, we're around 507.4. I don't really have any resistant levels around here. I don't. However, I do have support levels, 506.5, 505, and then 503.5. Those levels fail, we want to look to short. But as long as above and no support levels fail, it's possible that we're either going to chop or head up higher. The next resistant level, I mean, we can say 508 since I have support at 506.4. We can say 508 and 510, I guess. If you guys want to reference those, we can look at the dark pool level as well. Let's see what the big money players getting busy at. So 505.5. Okay, I have a level at 506.5. They're rocking with 505.5, and then there's a 505.7. So right around that area. And another activity around 492.26. That's probably where the gap up happened. There's a gap down there. Big money's got up there. But that's where the big money play around these newer higher levels. 505.5. Yeah, I think that's where it closed yesterday. Right around where it closed yesterday. You can reference that if you want. I'm watching 506. 0.5. I'm watching 505 and then 503.5. That's my levels, guys. NVDA. Is that a new all-time high? We cleared 144, so that's new support. I wouldn't recommend looking to short unless we break down 144 to put 142.5, 141, and 139 in play. As long as above 144, we're likely heading to new all-time highs. Yeah, I have next resistance at 146, and if that clears, you know, uncharted territory once again, maybe 148, 150 area, we'll see. Tesla, a beautiful gap up. We cleared that 285 level. It was interesting. It dropped down as well. Hit the fib level around 277-ish, maybe a little wash below, but ultimately it bounced, showcasing strong buying pressures. Around 288 as of right now. I have 290 and 291.2. But we do 291.3. Okay, 290 and 291.3 are the next resistant levels. If they clear, more upside incoming. 297.4 and the big 300 would be in play. I wouldn't look to short. unless we can break down some support levels. Okay, if we're below 288, then 286.5 and 285 are fib levels. Well, 285 is the fib level. They're both support, and if they break down, maybe we can get some type of pullback to the downside. 283, 281, and 279. What do we got for dog pool? What do we got for the 288.5? Yep, that's where they're getting busy. 288.5. I got a 288 level, but they're rocking with 288.5. IWM, beautiful. We close above that fib level at 236. So as long as above it, I would stay bullish. Next resistance level I have is at 239 and 240.8. So 239, 240.8 clears. Don't argue with the price action. We're heading up higher. I wouldn't look to short unless 237.5 and 236 fail, especially 236. Those levels fail, that would trigger shorts and puts and put the lower targets in play. 234, 232, 230 would be in play. Let's get to Apple here. Not much action with Apple. Is trying to bounce a little bit, but there's still selling pressure. Can't make up its mind. Consolidating. It definitely did fill the gap, in my opinion. We had a gap around 226ish. Filled it. But still below the 50 daily moving average. Okay, 50 daily moving average is still resistant levels around 226.8ish. So right now I have resistance at 225 and 226.8. Those levels must clear to put 228.4 in play. Still can't call a bottom unless we recapture 228.4. And if it is, time to go down, because it's not really showing us that it's time to go down, but I still need to see 223 and 221.4 fail. 221.4 still holding as support right now. But if it fail, that'll show that all the buy orders are gone and it's time to drop lower. Okay, Amazon, beautiful move to the upside again. I do have next resistant at 207.5. If that can clear, new all-time highs. All right, I do have support at 206, 204.5, 203, 201.2, and 200. Please add those levels to your charts. All right, because if those levels fail, then maybe, just maybe, we can head down lower. All right, 206, 204.5, 203, and 201.2. Meta, that 20 daily moving average is still resistant levels around 577ish. I cannot call a bottom unless Meta get above 577.6. So I have some work to do. Right now, resistance at 574, 576, and then 577.6. Got to clear those levels to try to put in a bottom. Supports at 572 and 570. And if those levels fail, pullback time. Okay? Microsoft, beautiful bounce yesterday. Is continuing to bounce. As long as above 420, next resistance at 422 and 423.4. If those levels clear, the bounce continue. If we drop below 420, then 417.2, 416, and 414.6 all in play. And Doge, beautiful bounce. Got a few cents to the upside. Look like it's consolidating a little bit. Okay, resistance I have is still at 0.197, and it still needs to clear to put 0.229 in play. All right, could hit 23 cents. It'll probably hit 23 cents. But if that's possible, we need the close above 0.197. All right, I can't really get bearish unless we break down support level. I do have some support level at 0.1885, and support at 0.1723. Both those support levels must fail if it's time to short. Okay, but yeah, above 0.197, I'd be bullish. You guys want to see some dog pull-outs? So I covered Tesla. What is it? IWM next. So 237.2. You guys want some more pivot levels? These are where the big money players are getting busy buying and selling. 237.2 for IWM. Apple, 222.7. Amazon, 207. So the same way you would use my pivot levels or your own pivot levels, same way I would use these dark pool levels. Meta 572, look at that, beautiful. One of my support levels as well. Microsoft 420, also one of my support levels. And do they have Doge? Big money players mess with Doge? Nothing for Doge. Alright guys, well I hope you guys found value in today's video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you want more content from Uncle Charters, join the Discord. Join the Discord. I have a lot of content that I post in the Discord throughout the intraday, and you can talk with all the other members that are in the Sheep's Den. Peace!